So yesterday, a long-awaited debut on the WWE Network as the Mae Young Classic released the first 4 episodes on demand. And for those who have cable boxes and cable capabilities with the network, the first episode ran late last night. So this is my review, my Nitro's take on the Mae Young Classic very first episode. So just episode 1 on this one. There were 4 matches in total on the 1-hour program. Clocked in just under 48 minutes, which is standard for WWE, for NXT, and all their hour-long programs to fit in commercials and such. I give it up first for the commentary team of Jim Ross and Lita. I thought they did a great job explaining the backgrounds of the women that were competing in the first round and were absolutely dynamite on the call. JR, you can tell he's getting a little bit up there in age, not the same pop that he had in the middle of the 2000s, but that's just because I think the dude has called probably more matches than anybody in the history of professional wrestling as an announcer. So after a few years, the vocal cords and the strain that takes on you and that stuff, that would burn anybody out. So if it sounds like he's a little bit tired during these matches, then I would say forgive him. The one issue, though, that I do have is just let the matches maybe breathe a little bit more. I think they were a little bit too quick, especially Lita at a couple of parts there during the first show, where she would just right away just answer a question or insight with her commentary, and that's just maybe take a couple of seconds on a breather and you'll be fine. But other than that, it's just very minor. I thought they did a tremendous job. First matchup, Kaylee Ray versus Princessa Suhei. I've been big on Kaylee Ray, even on my old channel. If you go back and watch some of the reviews from the More Than Mania weekend stuff, especially from the Chick Fight tournament from a couple of years ago in San Jose. I've been big on Kaylee Ray since she won that tournament. She really showcased what she can do in matches, and I think she's pretty well got it all. And the tag match this year, it's Shimmer 91 with Mia Yim versus Tessa Blanchard and Vanessa Craven for the tag titles, proved that. A little bit of a disappointment seeing her not get out of the first round. However, I think that Princessa Suhei is more of a I think it's with her, it's like Grand Metalik was in the Cruiserweight tournament last year, where they want to get the Latin exposure and try to sell the network a little bit, and so this is a possible person that they could use for that. Next match was Serena Deeb versus Vanessa Bourne. Vanessa Bourne is a NXT Performance Center, or WWE Performance Center, I should say, students slash, do they call them graduates? I'm not sure. I think once they graduate to full-time roster members on NXT, I think they're then considered graduates. But she's at the Performance Center right now versus Serena Deeb, who you remember her from her days in the Straight Edge Society on WWE television, and had been touring the world since her release initially back in 2010. She's come back. Her story is documented in this first episode. It's a great story. She's a great athlete. Always fun to see her wrestle. And yeah, pulls out the big win in this matchup. Very well deserved. And, go Serena, go. I think she's got the potential to be the Brian Kendrick type story in this tournament. Kind of like how Brian Kendrick was in the Cruiserweight tournament last year, the veteran that is pulling off the Cinderella upsets, right? Just for one more go at it. Then came Shayna Baszler versus Zeta. Zeta, again, one of the WWE Performance Center athletes right now, versus Shayna Baszler, who is awesome. Seeing her Shimmer 91 in Orlando, an amazing talent to watch live. That finisher she's got, holy crap. It's like a falcon arrow into a choke. That's how I can explain it. It's insane. Like a high vertical suplex down into like almost like a chokehold. If that is her, like that's the one that she's using for this tournament. It's insane. It's what it's I'm beyond words right now with that. So, great match. The 4 horsewomen, the MMA 4 horsewomen, not the WWE's version, but the MMA 4 horsewomen were at ringside during this match, the sitting ringside. So you can tell they're going to tease something here a little later on. And if the rumor mills show, if you paid attention to any of the rumor sites and that stuff, I don't, but anyway, they had a confrontation later on in the tournament, so spoiler alert there, it's coming, but you can tell that they're planting the seeds to potentially work for something here, so very interesting indeed. I guess the final match for this hour was Abby Leif, formerly Kimberly, on the Independence and in Shimmer versus Jazzy Gabert, and this is the first time I actually got to see Jazzy Gabert in a match. I've heard a lot of good things about her from European fans and followers and stuff that I've talked to. Abby Leif, seen her way back, I guess it would be one of her first appearances at Shimmer. It was Shimmer 62 in New Orleans, and her career has just blossomed since then. Awesome match where it was kind of a David versus Goliath type thing, and Abby Leif pulls off the win in that match. Incredible finale to a great hour of wrestling. All in all, the premiere episode of the Mae Young Classic is a superb watch. I give it a 9 out of 10, 5 stars. Definitely go check it out on the network and check out the entire tournament. I think with the 4 episodes up there, I think that's the bulk of the first round of the tournament. It was 32 women that signed up for this thing. They're going to cut the field to 16 after episode 4 or episode 5-ish. Like I said, I've only watched episode 1 up to this point, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, the next time you hear from me on the Mae Young Classic will be when they do the semis and finals specials. So if you like this type of stuff, like and subscribe to my channel. Nitromaniac TV, I'm Kellen Nitro. Later days, and happy wrestling watching, and enjoy the Mae Young Classic.